When you sign up to broadband internet, your internet service provider, your ISP, will give you a box, a router, a bit like this, and that takes the signal from the internet coming into your house and converts it into something that your computer, your phone, your devices can use. The chances are it's actually got Wi-Fi built in. This one's got an aerial sticking out the back, and this aerial is actually built into it. And that's incredibly useful because the majority of devices nowadays can use Wi-Fi to connect to the router and hence to the outside world, to the internet. But it's very unlikely that one router is going to provide everything you need for Wi-Fi. It almost certainly will not cover the whole of your house. Imagine you've got your router sitting in a little box here and it's sending out a Wi-Fi signal like that. If your device is here or here or here, it'll connect to it, everybody's happy. However, if there is a wall in the way, the chances are that wall will partially, if not completely, block the Wi-Fi signals, particularly if it's a thick old stone wall or it's a wall that's got metal in it or something like that. And to make it even worse, modern devices like microwaves and handsets from a normal wireless phone can actually interfere with the Wi-Fi. So very quickly you end up in a situation where almost nobody in the house can get a useful signal from one little router. So you're going to have to do something to improve the quality of the Wi-Fi throughout your house. One way of doing it could be to take a load of cables and run them through your house. This is not very convenient, it's expensive, and to be perfectly honest, is only going to be useful if you have a huge house with lots of very thick stone walls. I wouldn't recommend it. The second way is to use something called Powerline. Now, this is a little box that you connect to the router, just plug them in together. It then takes a signal from the router and connects to the mains and sends a signal around your house in all the main circuitry. Then this second box plugs in the room you want the internet, want the Wi-Fi. It's got Wi-Fi built in, and it then takes a signal and gives you Wi-Fi so you can have Wi-Fi wherever you need in the house. It's a very good technology. It's not perfect, there are limitations, but it can work very well for you. The third option is to use something called a mesh. Now this is an example of a mesh Wi-Fi, and there are many other different types as well. You can get a whole variety of them nowadays. But this is very sophisticated, very clever Wi-Fi that produces a mesh network that goes throughout your whole house and allows good connection pretty much wherever you are, and is a very useful, very robust technology. Now, in the next couple of videos, we're going to look at a little bit more closely how you can use these things. But for the moment, if you've got any questions about Wi-Fi or internet, go to the Fastershire website, and I will see you in the next video.